Hello YouTubers, this is Simone from Area 61 and today we start the first episode of a new series of videos about cooking. This is a specific one with the maestro chef Claudio Uccello. He's from Naples and he has been working in New York, in Paris, in London, and we are lucky enough to have it here in South Africa. In fact, we are in his house in Pretoria. And we started this first episode with the zuppa di pesce, the fish soup. Fish soup. The tricks are very professional. Claudio, fish soup, tell us about it.
Ciao Simone, ciao signori. Fish soup we can prepare with any fish, Simone.
Okay, what do we have today?
Today I was quite lucky because we find a piece of monkfish, which is a very nice fish and fair meat. Giant tiger prawns from Mozambique, mussels, fresh mussels and calamari float line.
Excellent, let's get started.
Morning I clean my mussels. You know, you take out all stuff from the shell, divide, because obviously that part of the prawns we must eliminate. Cleaned the calamari, which was very hard because it's a small calamari from Cape Town and they're very young, so it's ready. And then we have the monkfish, as I told you before. It's a very good fish because it's a firm in meat. You see, it's very difficult to cut down, but then it's gonna give a nice result because the meat is nice and firm. In Italy, in each region we have a different culture, so you know.
So which one do you use today?
Today because it's a fish soup, I prefer use something in the middle, because obviously if you go to Liguria, olive oil, it's quite light. Okay, normally we use it for fish when we prepare fish, but because the fish soup is something that must be a little bit more strong in flavor, I prefer use Tuscan olive oil that it's more strong and more intense.
Which one is the Tuscan one here?
We have two Tuscan. This is from Maremma.
Ah, so close to the sea.
Yes, and that one. This is Tuscan olive oil.
So one is more inland with the hills and the other one is more close to the Mediterranean Sea.
Exactly.
Which one do we use?
We're gonna use that one.
Sea from the sea.
Okay, and then we start with the parsley. I clean my parsley and I start to chop. Chop very grossolano. Okay. When we have our parsley, our garlic, thyme and chili, cherry tomato ready, we can start the procedure to start our fish soup. You must use always the big portion, the big piece that you have first, okay? And if you have anything like shellfish, which is mussels or clams, you're gonna put it at the beginning because it's the ingredient that give more flavor to the soup. Okay, let's start with the garlic, chili and thyme. Okay, we need just 2-3 minutes fry big prawns and mussels. Just chop a little bit calamari. Yes.
This is after probably 3-4 minutes that you put the prawns, isn't it?
Exactly.
So you use whole peeled tomatoes, not chopped. Now these are from Italy, but they can use whatever they find in the fridge, isn't it? Or in the shelf of the supermarket.
When I cook something with a fish and I use a white wine, I always put the wine in, maybe 20 seconds maximum, and after that, tomato on.
Okay, so now you put the white
White wine.
White wine. Any specific suggestion for the wine, or can be any dry wine?
Prefer always Sauvignon Blanc, because if you use Chardonnay it's too intense.
So this is more delicate?
Yes.
Okay. How many people will serve this soup? Probably...
We can 6-7 people.
Easy.
8 people, yeah.
80 people, easy.
Little bit of pepper.
Chopped cherry tomatoes.
Fresh cherry tomato in. Obviously, I'm from Napoli, so you know, cherry tomato is something that is essential for our food. And then we can add also a fresh tomato sauce from a tin. You can use any tin. Specifically, you don't need to buy Italian tomato, but if we find Italian product, we always prefer to use it. Wooden spoon from Mama, obviously I keep it. Okay, now, normally in the fish soup we can use fish stock that we can prepare with our head prawns, the prawns that we use. Maybe we can take out some head, prepare a bisque with the prawns and use it, or maybe you can use a stock, which is vegetable stock, or maybe some fish stock, or in case you don't have nothing, you can put your water. We have a lot of mussels, so obviously let's wait mussels open.
Because mussel will release water.
So as I mentioned before, because we don't have fish stock, we can use the water. Okay, the quantity of water, it's like 2 glasses of water for that quantity of fish.
Must be hot.
Or you can take your water from the tap, it's fine. And the most important thing is that you always make sure that the olive oil is nice balanced with the water that you put inside.
And how do we see that? From the number of little circles of the oil?
Yeah, it's something that you
get
check
with experience.
Yes, exactly. We just add a little bit of olive oil because I need to add more water.
So as you told me, the olive oil, you can adjust it while you go. So you see
Yes,
the water.
never at the end, always before the fish is finished. And now is the time to add our mock fish.
And we are already probably 12 minutes after we began, 12-15 minutes. But anyway, the rest of the fish is already cooked, or
Almost.
almost. So when it's almost cooked, we added the big fish,
Yes.
the toughest one. Of course, now it's not visible, but there's a lot of moisture and water, and the soup is at the bottom. And so now the mussel will release their water.
Yes, mussels and the cherry tomato that we put. We're gonna make our soup.
Claudio, ci siamo? Sono passati 20 minuti, no?
Yeah.
So it's 20 minutes from the beginning, and the fish released a lot of water.
This is one of the way how prepare the fish soup, Simone. You can prepare in other 100 way. As I mentioned before, the parsley we don't chop very thin because I like when the parsley is a little bit rough and keeps still the flavor. So we just add a little bit of chopped parsley at the end, so it does like infusion, because you put the fresh herbs in a hot water, and all the flavor come out. And chopped mixed herb, which is at the beginning, as I say, garlic, thyme, little bit of chili. At this stage I also used a little bit of rosemary and sage.